Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's analysis and trade ideas. Without wasting time, yesterday we talked about some of these levels, and we actually did analyze about this strong low here. We talked about let's go to 4 hour so that we can at least see our analysis. And this happened to be the 50%. We discussed all these levels yesterday. And I remember making some comments about this low that we have here. And reacting from this level and coming down, I talked about the fact that we are anticipating some kind of level from some kind of reaction from the level within this leg. And during the time we were doing the analysis, it was we are within this particular leg that we have here. And we talked about how we pick, how we analyze for aggressive entry from this particular level on Monday, and we have 1 to 3 risk rewards from the level. And yesterday we talked about this TC that we have here, a structure break. But I did make a comment that we'll be anticipating some kind of closure below this low here. If we have the closure below this weak low, then automatically we can begin to do what is it called to anticipate lower prices in the market. But as we have it, the market did reverse from the level that we are anticipating the week low. So now the week low was just tapped, and the liquidity below it was just tapped, which is an was an indication for higher prices movement. But we can't guarantee that because this massive move downward was something that we are actually anticipating the fact that okay, we can have some reaction from the level. We did pick this mitigation block and still went ahead to take this internal structure. But these days I've not given any aggressive trade. I just suggest where we are anticipating reaction from so that at least we can be expecting some internal liquidity being taken within the level. And I did react based on what is it called, based on the level yesterday. Check 5 minutes, we see some kind of reaction from the level. So personally, I took the trade as well. I took the trade from this level, but it was within this particular leg that I automatically know that we are going higher, and this level cannot just hold. But because of the something and my reaction from the level, I was whipsawed from my buy. So I said, okay, maybe it's the aggressive something that is coming in now. So I decided to just join in on the sell. But again, I was taken out. So, but from the level, not wanting to go aggressively, but because of the kind of signal and signal is generating a lower time frame here, I did took some tricks which went south. But eventually I was able to figure out on higher time frame that we have we've created a shift. And as you can see, we have a shift, and this low was just taken, and yeah, market created a shift and it began to go in higher something. Even that yesterday, the manipulation was just too much anyway. So if you take a loss, it's part of the business, part of the game. So even when I did get this analysis right and I was trying to buy with the market, in fact, the reaction I got from this level was something I wasn't even sure what caused it. Even I can't say. But nonetheless, this is where I see my something, and this is my level of invalidation. I was surprised to see market come down to this level to just continue to react from the level. But it's market, it's list and we follow. But at the same time, I was able to capitalize on the launch from the kind of something that I generated from this level. And during the night, its TP was it. So that was that about yesterday trade. So today we're going to go back to our analysis and we try and see what we can capitalize on again. So we're going to, let's assume it was live, we would have been able to capitalize on all those trades together. But, giving analysis in the money is just a suggestion, a direction bias, and suggesting where we can be anticipating some price reaction from. So, with what we are still within our dealing range anyway, and the 50% of our dealing range is yet to be tapped. And if we look at daily, we can see what it is, and can try and see what we can capitalize on from the level. Let's remove all annotation and try to move from there. So from what we have uh, within this particular leg here, you can see equal low, but this equal low is automatically suggesting that we might still come down here. So we can't take our eyes off this equal low yet because I believe it's a liquidity build-up. So if it is a liquidity build-up, then automatically we have to tread carefully because anything can happen. The liquidity can be taken when we least expect, and anything can happen within the market, but nonetheless, continue to flow with the market. So with what we are having here, we still have our daily range intact, which happens to be here to be our strong high, which we believe the market will still be protecting, and here to be our weak low. I still believe market is coming there until we have a closure above this high. Then I can now take my eyes off this low. So we're still going to use our dealing range anyway. Still going to use our dealing range. Still going to use our daily range. So we're anticipating 50% or something, and we can still try to find a way of selling because we have this internal structure that lie perfectly on the 50% of the daily range. If we go to 4 hour, we see clearly what the market is doing currently. But from what we have here, even on daily, there is a level that my eyes is speaking. And it is to start this particular level here, which will be the mitigation of that other block that is created within that level. So if we check this level very well, see, can say this is our other block, or it's just highlighted for us to kind of find, I mean, be careful of what is going to go on within that level. So we can be anticipating some kind of reaction from within the level, but we just mark it for us to take caution from the level. So whatever action we are able to spot within this leg can be capitalized on. So looking at the something, we have um we have this level to be looked out for. Then from go to 4 hour to see or we can okay, from within this leg now, we can see we spotted a shift, and here happens to be trend change, which is TC, but I would like us to use it on 1 hour. So I like us to use it on 1 hour because that would be a minor something for us to deal with. And here happens to be a minor MSS in the market. And okay, for us to have this type of TC in the market, as you can see, we have here becomes our minor strong low for that matter. But nonetheless, we have this internal structure line perfectly on this level. But if you check the on daily, this is a leg, and as you can see, we've even touched the something for us to continue to go up. So I guess we have to be very, very careful in our dealings with price because we have a lot of places markets can just come into. But if I'm going to be very, very cautious in this type of something, I'll be anticipating this leg. we're anticipating that level of 1 hour, and from wherever we can see that we've even touched the leg, and it has given us, which is signaling higher this with this type of actions, price action we are seeing in the market. We are very sure, we can be very sure that there is higher volatility in the market. So we've got to be very, 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 very careful. So this is what we're going to do. We are on lower time frame now, but we know that until we have any of this level being closed below, either this level or this level, if we close below this level here or below this level, then automatically we can. So what we'll be looking for is some reversal pattern within this particular leg that we are in. We are creating strong glow here now, a lot of strong lows. And what we are be expecting is weak high. And at weak high, we can be expecting some kind of minor reversal pattern from the level so that we can capitalize, or we can be looking for continuation. But we have to tread carefully because of this internal structure that we have on within the 50% daily range of what we have here. So today we've got to be very, very, very careful. So I'm not going to be giving any aggressive point of entry. I would just want us to try and see what we can capitalize on within the market. We have to be very, very careful in our dealings. So until we have that, we are not going to engage. So we just stick to lower time frame, try and see what we can capitalize on lower time frame. So we have to be very, very careful and tread carefully, because with this type of price action, we know there will be higher volatility in the market. And until we see that good reversal pattern, or I mean, good reversal on lower time frame, until then we can engage. So I believe that will be all for today. So the key takeaway is for us to be anticipating higher prices movement or reversal into all these levels. So whichever way, our key something is to go on lower time frame to try and see what we can capitalize on based on whatever market is doing. So I guess that'll be all for this morning. During New York, if I see anything variable that we can capitalize on, I'm going to come back and relate it to you. Thank you very much.